This is a lower cut top than I thought it was. Oh, sorry, live.
Okay.
Hello!
Hey! Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Planet Mew, Meemo Mu show.
Welcome. You are now listening.
Welcome, you're supposed to say. Do you know, have you not noticed, especially, I think I noticed it with Alan Partridge, instead of saying welcome, they'll say welcome. And politicians do it too. Welcome.
Never heard of that.
Yeah. Welcome to my show. Come well. Meemo Mu. Anyway, look.
I've never heard that.
Can you hear the music?
We are listening. Can you hear the music? We are testing this out. So hold fire if it's not working. It sounds like it's good. There we go. What's this, Mike?
What's it called? Twangle Front 2024.
Music is good. Are you going to talk us through?
And can you hear us?
Music is a bit noise reduced. Okay. You need to talk about it.
Oh yeah, so this is my track. Music, Mike Paradinas, remixed by special request and then remixed again by me. I've been starting my sets with it, and I just want to say thanks to Special Request for putting a breakbeat on it.
Oh, someone's asking questions already to me about keyboards. How many keyboards do we have, Michael?
How many keyboards? We've got
1,
2, 3, 4 keyboards. 4?
No, there's one around.
5?
There's a couple around there, isn't there? But how many work?
We don't really use any of them.
No, I tell you what I've now started using. Bought off the lovely xylitol. Actually, xylitol's son. The MPK Mini, which is actually pretty good. It's good for live as just a controller. And
I used it for my last gig at Fold last week.
Because you have been using this, which is just like...
It keeps breaking. It's the baby version of it.
It's just a loser version of it.
There's this little thing here where it just keeps falling out during a gig, and it also goes out of tune for some reason. It goes like in between tones and makes everything detuned. But yeah, I mean...
My Rolly died, as... many of you may have remembered. It just randomly stopped working, and I'm not too sure why. I really love my Rolly, but it just I love the textual part of it.
The main keyboard I use is that. I just play on that in Logic.
Yeah.
Melodies.
The other bits that we have are all broken. Is that broken over there?
Yeah, they're all broken. There's a Nord Lead 2 over there, and
a Catweed on one, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's on the stairs somewhere. Anyway, so yes, we do have a few, and we've got some interesting and different music coming up. I think they're all unreleased or to be released, which is really good fun.
Yeah, so we got some music coming up. That's right.
But in the meantime, we wrote down some topics literally 5 minutes before we started. So let's go through the list.
1.
Panic attacks. I had a panic attack last night, and I thought it was because I lost keys. It was actually because of this.
Do you think? Because you found the keys at 4:30 in the morning. You woke up, went downstairs,
went into work,
drove into work, found that you hadn't lost the keys, drove back, fed the animals, came upstairs. Actually, you didn't come upstairs, did you? I went downstairs.
Made a cup of tea. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Spoke to our son.
Interesting.
About panic attacks, and he said, "Oh, sometimes I get really nervous when a teacher is telling someone else off because I think I'll be next." and he got nervous because they have like little smart iPads, and
at school.
One child had searched balls man, and then sexy lady, and he was
sexy woman.
Oh, sorry, sexy woman. And I said, well, why were you nervous? Was he you?
Maybe it was him. Do you think he's searching balls man? What is balls man?
What is balls man? Don't search it.
I thought you were going to search it. We can search it and then share the screen with our listeners. So hello, listeners. Thanks for joining us. We've now got 25 people, I think it says there. That's
nice.
Which is nice. Yeah.
It's nice.
It's not nasty, is it?
Cozy
yeah.
Amount.
So yeah, we've had one question so far, which is how many keyboards do you both have? To be honest, we don't really use keyboards because we just do it all on Logic in the box. I just use a laptop, do it in bed. Don't really have studios as such. It's like businesses don't really have offices anymore. Musicians don't have studios. Just do it all on our phone.
Well, you're really good at making music on your phone. It's actually annoying how good you are.
Because I got fat fingers. It's a bit difficult.
No, but how good, like, I remember we were sitting there once and you went, oh, I've just made this track. It's like, oh, fuck you. That's really annoying because I wish I could make music that easily.
But the thing is, the more difficult it is to make music, the better you are at it. Then you can put more of your emotion in it. I find it too easy. So my music's facile and, you know, it's just a bit, you know, emotionless.
I don't think that's true. Do you?
No,
really?
I don't think it's true, but that's what I've read.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm just trying to.
Okay. So.
Oh, it's xylitol on the chat.
I know xylitol on the chat.
Hi, Catherine.
Oh my God. So who else have we got? I'm just gonna have a quick search, but I realise if I lean over, I've actually got quite a low top answer.
Are those keyboards at the back as well? Older ones.
That's so. Oh, that's a drum machine.
Electron machine drum. Mind your head.
And your Star Wars.
There's a B wing. How do I monitor? So during recording, I use Genelec monitors, which are, I can show you, I suppose, by doing this.
No, that's
the monitors. It does work there. They can see the monitors, which are behind the screen which we're recording on. There. I wonder if there's a feedback loop if we do that. Monitors there, Genelec, either side of the. This is where I monitor.
It's your friends.
Oh yes, I do go on a Ninja forum, but it's so full of
dads.
It is.
You are a dad.
It's hip trip hop dad forum, really, isn't it?
That's what you are. Then.
Well, I'm not a trip hop dad. I'm an IDM dad.
Daddy.
Daddy. What?
That's
IDM
what
daddy. Yes. Hi everyone. Yeah, I'm glad people are joining us. Just reading the chat.
It is.
Barely sit.
Yeah. We might have to do that. I don't know why I've started doing it. I actually can see less.
I can see fine in the distance. Just what I'm doing now.
Right. Okay.
In my mid-50s, I have to do this
we're going back
to see
into
the
topics.
Okay, panic attacks. So you had a panic. How do people cope with panic attacks these days? I find I don't really have them now. I'm older.
Yeah, I haven't had one in so long that I was like, what am I panicking about? It must be something work related, and then realised it was this, which just stupid.
Pathetic. Yes. But no, I mean it's not pathetic when you have it. It's quite worrying, isn't it?
No, it's.
But you managed to get to sleep and.
Yeah, I've had 4 hours. That'll do.
4 hours. Yeah, you came in at midnight though from fencing.
Yeah.
So Lara does the
old fencing with the lads.
Making fences at midnight.
Yeah, making fences at midnight. And we go to the pub and
discuss strategy.
We do discuss strategy. Yeah, it's quite sad actually. We talk about what you should have done was a compound attack on. Anyway, so I'm not going to speak fencing speak because it's boring. Okay. Why have you put itchy bum? Oh, because
Itchy bumhole is
Yeah,
another topic.
it was a topic. Because I came up here and I kept doing this. What's wrong? I got an itchy bumhole. But I haven't now. So don't need to put that down. Don't need to put that down. Count.
Oh yes. Which are we going to say? Which thing is false? Which thing is true?
Oh yes. So, Mike Paradinas.
True or false? Mike Paradinas
is try to do a funny voice.
Is a count. It's like the European version of a duke.
True or false?
True or false? Anyway, you can answer later and we'll come back to that. But panic attacks, affirmations on the wall. Yeah, see, we're really embarrassed because when we bought this house, it had, I don't know if you can see this, affirmations on the wall there. And we've tried to peel them off, but look at that shit. Rules of our playroom. This was the playroom. Everyone is welcome. Use the magic wand. What? Use the magic words. Oh, please and thank you. Okay, fine. Clean and after your L.
Yeah, well,
self.
I
it said elf for a while. Share and play. Oh my god, this fucking shit that people put up for their kids, right? Exactly. And it was just really embarrassing. We tried to peel it off. It's so difficult to peel off. We used a chemical thing, tried to scrape it. We were going to repaint over it at some point.
Yeah, but it's real live, laugh, love. The worst thing was it was everywhere all over the house. And
we got rid of most of it. It was a lot easier.
Literally every wall.
Put the fridge in front of the kitchen one.
To the point where, and it was quite weird because when we were viewing the property, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's a divorce," and there was all this stuff like "love forever," and I'm just like. Oh, I'm a horrible person.
There's big canvas prints of the couple kissing on the stairs. Not kissing on the stairs, but on the stairs. They had a photo, not on the stairs, but by the stairs.
Would it be really creepy
they got
if it was
divorced,
the same exact face? Yeah, I think that would actually be funnier, wouldn't it? If it was the exact phrase everywhere, like every wall, like constant. Like, I would find that funny.
You were in some sort of
I would love
alternate.
That would be
dream universe,
because it's like meta, isn't it? It's a bit
like if you put your glasses on, you see something different. So yeah, there's a question here about Venetian Stairs Masters. Who does them? He does them himself, and that's why they sound so good. You know, it's minimal mastering that's done on the records. By it was Matt Colton and then Bo at 1087 Mastering who's done his masters. We're just reading the chat now. We are getting used to the fact that there's chat and it's live. Bruce Dickinson being a fencer, isn't that the guy from Iron Maiden? Is. A few people in my fencing club have fenced him. He's pretty good. He's been doing it for quite a long time, but Brian has beaten him. Oh yeah, of course. He's 80 years old now, but he was very good in his day. Well, he still is. He's world champion for over 60s. Anyway, Bruce Dickinson's lunging technique. Nice. Postman Pat is in the background of Burnt Sienna, but you also are going mad. Can't do that to people. Can't tell them they're going mad. Sorry, if you are actually going mad, then don't come. Don't look me up. Don't come to our house. We've actually had that a couple of times. Because it's happened. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're not people turning up. Information. The next Venetian Stairs album. Well, he did deliver some tracks, but he's not. We're ready to release whenever he's happy with it. He's not happy with it yet. I'm hoping maybe the beginning of next year. There was one scheduled for this year, but he hasn't said he's happy with it yet. He's just the 7 tracks we've tried. But everyone's happy with. Just maybe one more track for a new Snares album. Yeah, I'm thinking because you're umming and ahhing so much, we should go on to a track. Oh, track. That's a good idea. Yeah. So that we're going to play Xylitol, the new single, Mobius. Right. Let's see if we can get
I think you have to turn it right up.
Anyway, there's that's xylitol, and it goes on for 9 minutes. And obviously, we're not going to play 9 minutes of it because
No, but it's an incredible
boring. No, I mean it's not boring. You can.
It's an incredible release,
incredible
and
record.
Yeah, the whole release is brilliant. Record, okay, sorry, Michael. It's really good. You get really into it. It transports you back, doesn't it, Michael?
I'm going to listen to. There you go. So
you wanted to do a smoother cut.
I just think that there's too much fading on electronic music. Sharp cuts are the best. So yeah, xylitol is out. The Anemones is the album, and that's out in July the 5th. Let's look at some of the questions. What happened to your tracks Orkiam, spelt wrong, and Whale Soup that made you change them so much? Well, the thing is, I didn't know how much they were going to change before I changed them, did I? I was just doing a different version. Aquamarina was the original version of Orkiam, and I just basically did a different version of that with distorted drums, and that was in the years before Aphex and stuff like that had released anything. So they're quite old tracks. Whale Soup was around the time the Orbs first release came out, about 1990. And dubstep era. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for the dubstep era and revisiting it in terms of reissues and stuff. It's our 30th anniversary next year, so look out for some reissues. Probably going to be some of my stuff, Phoenician snares, for starters. So, and a compilation. Probably going to get
different
some
things, isn't there? We're going to do some events. Yeah, that's what the plan is. But let's hope and see. And yeah, Mike, I've just noticed you're wearing shoes. Sorry.
Oh, I've just come in from a meeting with Red Eye in town. Sorry.
I'm really. It's disgusting.
I know.
Anyway, not talking about that. Why have you put sex? Oh, sex slot.
So this is 12 o'clock is normally our sex slot. Laura has Fridays off work. So we're foregoing our regimented weekly exciting sex.
You know.
No, yeah. It's I mean, there's no spontaneity, is there?
Well, there is, but then
we never have sex in our sex life. We just have it other times.
But the thing is, I think if we have a dedicated time that we could have.
It was your idea. I think spontaneity is better because
Yeah.
It's always your decision, isn't it?
It's not.
Because whether you're in the mood or I'm always in the mood. Actually, I'm not, am I?
No, sometimes you're not.
I'm a morning person and you're a
evening
nighttime person. Yeah. I'm just reading the questions again. Do you think about concert in Russia? Yes, I do think about concert in Russia. There was one I played.
I'd love to play Russia.
Last time I played Russia was 2019 or something. And it was an outdoor gig by the river.
Yeah, I didn't.
And they'd got some money from the government to put it on, and it was -20 out there. It'd been snowing. It was absolutely freezing, about -25. And they said, "But we have to do it, otherwise we'll be killed if we don't do the gig." And no one had come. There was about 20 people. They'd all crowded into this little cafe by the river, and were watching out the window because it was so cold outside. A few nutters outside.
Me, probably if I was there, because
And it was me, it was Otto von Schirach as well. He'd had like a bottle of whiskey or brandy to keep warm.
He, did he do his topless,
He wasn't topless, God no. I had 2 pairs of trousers on. It was -25 out there.
That sounds lush.
What happened is the laptop stopped working for the sound guy who had his desk connected to the laptop. The desk was still working. He was getting all upset because that stopped. They had 4 of those heaters around my laptop, so it didn't go, because the battery goes in that temperature, you know.
It drains too quickly, doesn't it?
And it just completely fucks it up.
Mm.
So that was fun. I was so fucking cold, but luckily I had these heaters around me. I managed to do the gig. Otto von Schirach was on before me. He was jumping around, really got the audience in the cafe, which was like about 100 meters away. You could sort of see it in the distance, you know. That was my last Russian gig experience. But I mean, the Russian fans, all 4 of the Russian fans, we're going to be at war with you soon, I hear. Not the fans, just the country.
I do still fence. I started October 2021. I do all 3, but more swords styles fencing. And I mostly do foil. I was doing some épée last night, and now I've got bruises. Look.
And at work, everyone thinks I'm beating you up, right?
Yes. And then they met you. Then they
heard, are you beating him up?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, she is beating me up. So cry for help. 30th anniversary. We've just repressed Ross. Silag Alat.
I was going to say that.
The thing is, for us was last year. We repressed it twice in the last 4 years. I know people want it, but the thing is, it costs a lot of money to keep repressing records and finding the metalwork. And I know we make money, but got to give some new releases a chance. Actually, it's hard. No one's really buying new. It's harder to break an artist or a record now, I think, than any time. In the last really 30 years we've been running the label. I
think there's just so many new artists, so much music out there at the moment. Everyone is swamped for choice, and I think that's why it's quite nice still having record labels.
And everyone has the least money. Disposable income is very low now, so a lot of people aren't really spending it on music, which is understandable.
Which is a bit shit, but that's why we're going to try and bring music to you in lots of different ways at the moment. Try and keep things
music
a little bit
out my bumhole. That's one way. Did you hear about that guy who could fart tunes?
Yeah, in the 17th century
think it
or
was
something.
earlier than that. It was the Dark Ages. I mean, there wasn't much entertainment in those.
I was going to say.
There's not. You don't really get.
I can't think of a joke. Sorry.
Was there like a Jim Rose circus person who used to fart tunes, probably like hanging weights off their nipples and farting tunes?
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, enough of that. So
why have you put ninja?
Because we're going to talk about Ninja Tune, because we've got people from the Ninja Tune forum here.
But they're not actually into Ninja Tune, are they?
No, not really. Just into what Ninja Tune was when it started off, which was trip hop. But now it's like pop music and bad house dance, Fred again sort of stuff. What?
Yeah, can you talk about the people that have used your track?
I don't know. Yeah, I got a request from Ninja yesterday to clear a sample of mine, an old Brace Yourself Jason. So that's going to be sampled on one of their new artists' releases at some point. Look out for that. But yeah, that's a successful label strategy, Ninja Tune, using AI to sign people.
Yeah. And we're not probably supposed to say that or know that, but they were boasting about it a few years ago at a conference that we went to, and I just thought that sounds really boring.
So how often should we do this show, do you think?
We were thinking about doing it every 2 weeks.
We could shout out to people. Mo's on here now. He's saying
hello.
So,
hi Mo.
Hi Mo.
We will get better at this.
And shout out to RP Boo, I think.
RP Boo. Also... We did see RP Boo on there. Yeah. It's nice to see so many people.
Yeah.
And they've missed some of the best moments, actually.
No, but they've also got the music to come. The best moments of the music, surely.
Who are we listening to now?
So let's play. Well, this is an upcoming release. Do you remember Bangs and Works, everyone?
Yes.
Compilation that came out 14 years ago of Chicago Footwork. And the first track on Volume 1 was by DJ Elmo. And we're releasing an album by DJ Elmo later this year. And this is one of the tracks on it. Let me just get the volume up before I play it. And this is called The Show Arrived.
Migo, do you see that one? 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 Migo, do you see that
That was DJ Elmo, sort of quite dreamlike footwork.
I love it. It makes me. Do you know what it reminds me of? Yes, it's
chopped and screwed.
It is
footwork.
that sort of thing, but it's also really reminds me of. You know, remember when you were a teenager? Did you remember you used to getting like when you used to fall asleep? You used to get lots of conversation. I used to get that as a teenager. I don't get that now.
Or when you've got a temperature.
Or when you've got a temperature,
yeah,
it's
I used
like
to
those
get
fever.
fever
Anyway,
dream.
it just
Yeah,
I love it, but it's like something weirdly comforting about it.
Yeah.
So it makes you want to sit there and go. Look at that.
Yeah, so let's stop that now. Yeah, DJ Elmo, footwork has a lot of variety, doesn't it?
It has. It's so
stuff.
there's so I mean, individuals take such a different lead on where it goes.
Approach.
And I think maybe now, because it's not being, well, you still have the dance like competitions and all that sort of stuff, but then you have the offshoots. All right. Fuck you.
Battles.
Yeah, you're.
Dance
This is
battle.
going to be a battle in a minute.
Dancing competition. So yeah, strictly footwork.
But you know, look, there's so many people that are either a part of the battle scene or they're not, and then you know they may have come to it from a totally different perspective, and that's why it's always really fun when genres become a whole new beast because of the way people experience it and their experiences in their own life.
I mean, I was always a fan of the original Chicago sound rather than any bastardization of it. And Elmo's particularly soporific, I think. But yeah, that's coming out. I don't know when actually. I haven't quite got a release date for it, but the album's pretty much compiled. And hopefully that'll be coming out later in the year. Thinking of just calling it Elmo. Having Sesame, no, I won't have Sesame Street Elmo on front. Do you think?
No,
Just
no.
him. Photo.
But yeah. What else? Oh.
Do I have other Star Wars models? No, I've only got that B-wing because I gave my kids the Star Wars stuff and they can do what they want with it. All my other stuff.
When they started playing with them, you went, I don't do that.
The older kids, not your kids.
Oh yeah, true.
That's
But
what I mean.
with our kids, with this set of children, you let them have it for a day, and you went. Every time they
Probably,
went to play with
if
it.
anyone wants to buy a Kenner B-wing, that's you can.
Ken a B-wing.
Kenner.
Oh right,
is the
right.
manufacturer of the
Right.
B-wing
Right.
toy. Yeah,
Okay.
look. Machine Drum used to Footwork, did he? Elmo's World? Yeah, we could call it Elmo's World. So, the thing is about planning reissues, right? Is you have to have enough money to manufacture it. So, and we're just planning stuff around what we can sort of manage financially.
And also, as well, to be honest, I mean, I know they keep talking about it in the news, which is like also, don't read the fucking news and think it's true. But vinyl is so expensive. I don't think people can afford it. Realistically, I don't think people can afford it.
Manufacturing price has gone up so much, and that's why the retail price is so high. Especially for short runs, and everything is short run. These days, shops can't really afford to buy in.
But there's ways.
Weird stuff.
I think doing tapes, doing CDs is more. If you're renting, when I was younger and rented or travelled a lot, I don't have any real vinyl. I have a selection that I've bought as an adult. But honestly, I think that idea of being a vinyl DJ is totally gone. And I think
I've got a collection of USB sticks. This is my collection. Look.
You don't.
I'm really excited now to show off my collection of
USBs. But the thing is, you still want to learn how to use CDRs, right?
CDJs.
CD fucking Js. Sorry, I've had 4 hours sleep. So
CDR. I don't know how to use CDRs, but yeah, I've only DJ'd on vinyl, so if anyone wants to give me some CDJs, yeah. Do you support LGBTQ+? Yes, I do. Well,
we know that, don't we?
yes, I think so.
OVs.
What is that? Lots of conversation.
Why have you put
I'm
here
not a label head, but
Millennial GD, Gen X Richard?
Oh yeah, because we're the millennial Richard and Judy. Americans won't know who Richard and Judy is, will they? English people or British people might. But obviously, I'm not millennial. You are.
Right, I'm going to add in a topic.
But we said we were going to be.
Do you think you've got daddy issues? And why do you keep putting them on to Steve?
Oh, Steve, Code 9. Well, if I had a dad, he would make a good dad. I think he's supportive and intelligent.
You are so weird.
I admire him. The thing is, I'm sort of
Mike did like an intro to, was it Hyper Daddy? For Mary Ann Hobbs, and he just said
I would like Steve to be my dad because my dad died a few years ago. But yeah, I don't know, issues
weird.
in.
Do you have daddy issues?
Well,
Am I your daddy now?
Not really. You're my mummy. Am I your daddy? Yeah. Right. On that note, maybe we should listen to Hyper Daddy. Should we play Hyper Daddy?
Yeah.
Just because. Right.
Is this actually
I have to reach over here. It's
thing that you've written on?
It's a life insurance letter.
Oh, okay.
Where is Hyper Daddy? Oh, for fuck's sake! Where are the masters? I'm gonna have to play the pre-master, so it's a different version.
What track are you playing?
Hyper Daddy. There it is. Right.
Oh, you're not going to play my track then?
Yeah, I am, but I've just put this one in as a little.
Yeah, no.
I'll play your track in a minute. That's enough of that, isn't it?
Just reading the chat. Yeah, I totally agree about CDs.
CDs, yeah, we like CDs.
I love CDs. I started buying them when I was quite young, when they were first coming out, and I remember used to go into the bargain bucket at the big Virgin in town, and you would find loads of great. I know it's stupid, but when you're a kid, that's like how you get into music, isn't it? And I kind of miss that. It's kind of having an actual item. It's still nice, and you can have artwork in it. You can have little booklets. They're great, but I don't think have they not been selling as much.
It depends on the artist. So certain artists with fans who've got CD players will sell CDs. So me, Venetian Snares, we can sell CDs quite well. Jay Lynn to a certain extent too. But artists that are popular in US and Japan, which are the territories which we can get CDs into shops, will sell. UK shops aren't really buying CDs in. There's no, if you go to Resident in Brighton, it's all vinyl, books, and tiny little thing in the corner for CDs, maybe of latest releases, but they won't get in CDs or
pop stuff as well, isn't
it?
If they do it.
Yeah. We like CDs, but realistically, from a business point of view, the market is shrinking for us. So where possible, we'll do a CD, or where it's feasible financially. Yeah.
See, I think the whole tape thing's quite. See, for me, I haven't had a tape player since I was 7. So
so we're doing a CD of your album, which is
not
upcoming.
A CD,
tape. Sorry, cassette. We're doing cassette of your album.
I know. We just want to change it up a bit, and I think the thing is, because of the artwork that I like to do, I thought it would be fun to do something that's actually physical. But we're trying to steer clear of doing vinyl as much. It
just loses money, doesn't it?
It just
the thing
loses
is,
money,
you've got to do minimum spend to manufacture vinyl. If it doesn't sell and you don't break even, then you're in debt, and too many releases in debt, then that's the end of Planet Mew, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So we can't really afford to keep doing vinyl.
And also, I mean, it's easier to have, isn't it? And I think, are we doing a digital download if you get the CD?
Cassette.
Cassette. Okay, great. Yeah, so that's it.
So we're
It'll
doing
be quite fun.
cassettes of the Xylitol is on cassette. You can pre-order it now. Mimo, come. I don't know when your album's coming out. September, October.
Yeah,
I think.
so later on in the year.
So should we listen to something from your album now?
We can do.
Let's talk about it first.
I'm just going to see someone. Do you do your own artwork? Well, what I do is I come up with the idea for the artwork. I basically do like a storyboard, like not properly a storyboard, but that idea of a storyboard to a photographer, and then I will come up with it. And then we have done the text ourselves this time, but sometimes we use different people to do the text.
Design work, yeah. It depends how much budget there is for a lot of the newer releases. I'm doing the artwork, and
yeah, it depends though. It depends.
If we get a photographer to do something nice, and then
So we've done. I'm hoping that we'll have some video for this one as well, because we went to a disused
cement.
No, it's not cement. Lime Works. It was closed in the 80s, but there's a lot of stuff there from the 1950s, 60s, 70s. So there's some really, really cool pictures, and also so we've done like a little storybook, and we hopefully will have some video. And
what we are talking about is Meemo Mu's album called Decimation of I, which hasn't been announced yet, but that's what it will be called. It's digital and cassette. It'll be digital booklet with the download on Bandcamp. And I don't think there's any other platform that allows a download.
Oh, a kitty.
Maybe I don't know. iTunes used to, but I don't think. So, and what else? We'll have a listen to one of your Meemo Mu tracks in a minute. The other questions are: do you keep in touch with someone from the early Mew era? Yes, we do. Horse Opera lives in town here. Steve, yeah. Jager, I haven't talked to him for about a year, but yeah, I keep in touch with Dylan. He's in LA now doing 3D visuals, and actually he's doing AI stuff now. Leafcutter John, I haven't spoken to him for a while, capital K, but you know, we're Facebook friends. CDs will sell, records won't, to Richard James decades ago, did they? Cassettes, not so much to you.
Right, okay, I think we need to play some music and not read chat whilst in silence.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing. Right, so let's listen to Meemo Mu.
And I think you've got a restaurant.
So this is, you're listening to Meemo Mu. This track's called The Poet, and you probably can't hear it now. I've turned it down. So what's the album about?
The album is inspired by the story Roadside Picnic, which was later turned into a film called Stalker, classic film. it's a reimagining of a soundtrack, but you know, set within the political landscape of what's happening at the moment. Yeah, so that's it really. Yes, it is an ambient album. I know, I've gone back to ambient. I'm so fucking basic, aren't I? I'm so boring. So boring. Is that your daughter?
This is our
This is our son. His name's Miso Soup. He's a soupy little bastard. He loves Mike more than me, which pains me.
So yeah, that was Meemo Mu. This is Meemo Mu, and that music was Meemo Mu.
Mike.
Are you going to come here? No, he's not. He's fine. So
Loves you.
yeah,
Really annoys me.
bilious past. So yeah, I'm excited for this Meemo Mu album.
Yeah.
What other things have we got to listen to? Oh yeah, I don't know if we should listen to that.
Haven't got too long left, so we'll have to quickly get through it. But we have got, what's that?
Well,
one?
these are a couple of little demos I got. I thought we could play a bit.
We've got some
of,
demos that we enjoyed, and that we're.
I was just going to play a little bit. Right.
Yeah. This is pretty good.
This is James Krivchenia. This was just a demo I enjoyed. James Krivchenia.
I like it, actually.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
I think it. Oh, what did I say when I originally heard it? But I can't. Can I say it? Am I allowed to say it?
You said it was like Fortet but good.
Oops.
James is the drummer for Big Thief, who's a band you might know. Do you lot listen to bands these days? Guitar music, as I call it. Are you happy with the amount of demos you get? Yes, far too much. Obviously, we can't even release all the stuff we like because there's a limit to what there's so much music coming out anyway. It's
a shame. I think what's hard with running a label, you hear something and you think, oh, that sounds good, but not quite there maybe yet. And then you get in touch with people, which I have done, and funnily enough, Lorraine James. And I was like, this is really good.
I remember that.
And then I said, oh, have you got some other stuff? I think we could work on it a little bit more. And then she sent all her good stuff to hype it up.
Yeah.
Which is fair because
it's fine. It's a good label.
It's a good label. It's a much better label than Objects Limited would have been for her. So, but it's funny, isn't it? That it's always really hard with demos. As someone who has sent demos out before, you don't know. When you make your own music, you don't always know what's good. Especially like my toxic trait is thinking the track that I worked the hardest on is the best track, and it's not. All
artists are like that.
That's what you do, isn't it?
I remember someone recently saying, "Oh, but I spent so much time on that."
Yeah,
so it's got to be. Even artwork, they'll say, I spent so much time on doing this artwork, it needs to be used. And it's just, but it's shit.
Hilariously, though,
it's not shit.
The track that did take the longest to make on my Loverboy album has actually been the most streamed.
Yeah, it was. I mean, with you, it worked. With that particular track, Kyle, it worked.
It took me so long because it's just lots of, when you're doing multiple rhythms, i.e. more than one. Just more than one
loop.
it was just the timing for me was just really hard because
That's one of the-
I've got rhythm.
It's all about timing.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
all about
The next
Timing.
track. What?
timing. It was
Dunno.
like sorry.
I've got rhythm. I was going to play this. You can guess in chat who it's by. That's enough of that. That's forthcoming Ryan Trainer thing.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like Ryan Trainer, does it?
My
It's
Little
pretty good.
Loophole
Yeah.
is called. But yeah, I'm excited to be working with Ryan again on a new album, hopefully next year. There's a question here, which is, would you release the old Reflex? I've lost it now. I was looking.
Yeah.
Do you keep contact with fellow Reflex? I mean, yeah, there's Luke, Global Goon, and Bogdan, which we've released stuff from all of them. But obviously not everything.
Recently,
Yeah, we did Bogdan a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Mm.
During the pandemic times.
It's always hard though, isn't it? With like how you just lose contact with people, especially because we are all in different places and we're not very good as people. Like, hi, how are you?
Self-promoting.
No, just like talking to people. Like one of my best friends.
You're talking to people now.
Yeah, I know, but we're not though.
51 people.
What often I do is like I can just my best friendships are people where I just send a meme to maybe once a day, maybe 3 times a day, then not speak to them for like a month and then just so that's the thing. I think it's hard because a lot of musicians are just really shit at conversation. Well, electronic musicians are a bit useless. So it's tough, but that's why we were going to have an IDM barbecue around our house once, and then it never happened. Do you remember?
Well, we didn't invite anyone.
No, we didn't.
We didn't have one. It was just an idea.
We were like IDM barbecue.
But how many IDMs are there in this town?
We can invite them.
We were too autistic to invite the IDMs. So there's Orbital are here and Xylitol. Ibrahim Alpha, Ibi.
Yeah.
Who else is there around here? There's loads of people probably.
There are loads of people, but then
they're not IDM. There's a lot of people who are not autistic and we wouldn't really get on with them. Paul's autistic, he's all right from Orbital.
He's all right, isn't he? Speaks the right amount.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people who made electronic music in the 90s were autistic, but only got diagnosed in this, decade.
Who's your favourite musician? Not Mike Paradinas.
My favourite musician, I don't know.
Itel-Tech's not local anymore, by the way. Sorry.
Itel-Tech's in Oxford or near Oxford in Banbury, I think.
Yeah.
Your RA mix was really good. Great. Who? I don't know which mix that was though. Right, 3-Track Tigers. That's a band, isn't it?
Mike, don't keep reading.
Okay, I'm reading Orbital.
Also speak.
So yeah, where's the list of topics?
We've got 6 minutes.
The topic is we can go over an hour. It doesn't have to be an hour. The topic is topics that we're coming up with.
Oh, that was one of the topics. Was topics we're coming up with.
So how do we decide on the topic?
Well, the thing is, when we normally do one of these shows,
I
cannot tell you how many fucking hours we cut out.
Yeah.
That's why I said
so boring,
when we do this, Mike, we need to really think about what we're going to speak about.
Twin
and I
Peaks.
said that to him for him to sort out. And then I
Yeah, but
came
I
in.
was out, and you went to sleep, and I went out. I had a meeting, so
I was like, sounds like a you problem.
yeah.
and then fucked off.
So really, there's not enough telling me off, is there?
No,
You should
because
be telling me off more.
Normally I would tell you off more, but I'm a bit subdued after my panic attack this morning.
Yeah. So I've been listening to a lot of Planet Mew stuff. Like all I listen to is Planet Mew stuff. So just going through demos. So that means DJ Elmo, and the Ryan Trainer, which we just played. Other stuff I can't talk about. And the Venetian snares. Yeah. So I just spend my time compiling albums and watching. Yeah, what have you been watching lately?
Oh, well, I watch a lot of anime. I've got Mike into anime.
Married at First Sight.
Oh, I hate Married at First Sight,
That's
but
great,
Mike
isn't
loves
it?
it. Mike loves all the schlocky.
So who was your favourite on Married at
rubbish.
First Sight? The obviously the Australian version.
He loves it. So, and yeah, so you love that. But then when I moaned about you watching Married at First Sight, I was like, you should put some good on, and I put anime on. And I said, this is really great. The main character has big boobs, and every time they move, there's a boing sound. And then I realised that's probably worse than Married at First Sight.
Yeah,
So
I guess.
I'm a bit of a loser as well.
You're a total weeb.
Yeah, yes.
So yeah, what's it called though? That program or the anime?
It's called the Dark Master and His Maid or something.
Okay. So in
Fucking
Japanese.
so bad.
Yeah, it's quite bad, isn't
It's
it?
quite bad.
But it's
But I
quite
am
funny.
watching something better called Solo Leveling, but I haven't been watching that with you. Sorry.
No.
I watch all the good stuff on my own because I just want to quickly get through it really quick.
Yeah. So lots of people are asking how many demos we get. We get about 10 a day, roughly. So
Yeah,
over a
it's quite a
year,
lot.
how much is that? About 3,500. So it's hard to get through them all. Most of them are crap, so there's not much incentive to listen to them.
Do you know
to be
what?
honest.
Most of them are from people, I find. Most of them are from people that actually aren't, or they don't know Planet Mew. It's just like on a,
Yeah.
like the rolling,
This
like,
we drop your demo here and we'll send it to everything.
which is a little bit annoying because you just think,
They're
know,
not targeted. But even the targeted ones, it's like, this is my first track. I'm 12 and I've been making electronic music for 3 minutes.
oh, you are so
Can I
mean.
release my...
You're so
thing?
mean.
We need 50, 60-year-old people who've been...
In the trenches.
Yeah, trench foot.
Trench foot.
That's-
Oh, yeah. Thing is, we had like loads of good banter before this started. We were
I
sitting here
know,
for like
this has
10
been
minutes.
total shit. And we apologise. I mean, it's going to warm up in a minute.
I can feel it.
Yeah, we're warming up now. But
yeah, so what happened was we were talking about what was
itchy
it?
bum holes.
Itchy bum holes.
So Lara was rubbing her
sounds-
bum hole along the carpet to stop it itching. Luckily, it started before the stream started. It stopped itching. So,
Yeah.
but what's everyone's process for getting rid of an itchy anus? I said, is it your...
Don't itch it. That's disgusting.
No, exactly. I mean, you can never touch your anus, right? Because that's what's the word for forbidden? It's not kosher.
Taboo.
Taboo, yeah.
Is it a taboo?
Taboo.
I don't think it's not that it's not that it's taboo. It's just that don't wipe too hard.
Well,
I think
we should have a
I think
B-day,
I
right?
think I went a bit.
In England, in Europe, they've all got B-days.
I use my fencing.
We
hand.
don't really have B-days here, do we?
No, I know.
We talked about the other day.
I'm an estate agent, and I did this viewing with this gay couple. He said to me, they were in their 60s. They were really lovely. Said, "Oh, I think it's such a shame that England doesn't have bidets. And I said, oh, yeah, I know it's just a like weird cultural thing, isn't it? And he said, yeah, well, you know, being a part of the gay community is actually really important. I was like, oh, cool.
Don't go there.
Yeah, should we
Literally.
go and have a look at the rest of the house? Anyway, so that's sort of conversations that I have every day at my job.
Someone made a joke.
I know, let's read it.
You don't have a B day, but you've got a B wing. I used to have a Y wing and an X wing, but I left them with my older kids who are now 21 and 27, I think.
Can you stop shaking your leg because it's shaking the whole computer.
I read something about shaking leg syndrome. It's people used to say, oh, it's masturbating. You're just, which is bullshit. It's something to do with the feedback mechanisms in the body. When you're in a certain position, they become activated. There's a
That's why I sit up
paper
like
about
this.
it. Don't fall over. Don't scream right. Yeah. So anyway, B days. We're up. We wanted to do our bathroom up, and if you buy our records, we'll be able to afford to in about 30 years. So
do that.
No, we're just waiting for a parent to die, then we can do our bathroom up, right? That's another thing I was talking about at this meeting with Red Eye a couple of hours ago. That millennials are waiting for their parents to die to be able to afford.
There was an article
houses,
in I don't know, some finance thing that I was reading, and it was saying that millennials are going to be the richest generation. Well, I mean, there's a lot of this stuff because they're going to be the ones that inherit
the boomer wealth.
The boomer wealth.
Yeah.
I mean, favourite food? I don't know, but I'm fucking starving. I haven't eaten yet.
Not me. I just had a coffee. It's a great escape down here in Brighton at the moment. Yay. And so it's all been cancelled because of Palestine, and it means all the music industry's in town with no gigs to go to. And I've been meeting up with distributors and stuff, trying to drum up investment for the label, etc. So it's nice to meet people. Most people who work in the music industry, even though you read all these stories, most people are just into music and are quite cool people actually, and they just want to listen to music and talk about music with you. So that's always what happens at these meetings, talking about the bands you like, oh, everything's really shit these days, it's all gone downhill, what do they call it? Shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit.
Spitballing.
I'm so good at accents. Oh, no.
Spitballing is sounded. Yeah, so whatever.
Don't die.
I will. Not that long actually. I'm well past.
Now.
I'm well past the middle of my life, so I'm going to die quite soon. I think.
Well,
I just have to have a heart attack at the wrong time. So we listened to a bit of Ryan Trainer recently. When was that? About 10 minutes ago. And I thought I would play a bit of a new release by RP Boo. I hope this is all right, and maybe you're still online. With Joshua Abrams. This was broadcast a while ago on a channel, but hopefully we'll be releasing this year. And this is called My Name is Space by RP Boo and Joshua Abrams. And actually it's, oh God, the volume's gone on my thing. Okay, something's happened on my player where I can't turn the volume up.
Can I?
Can you talk while I do this?
I will talk whilst he's doing
this. I have to quit. I have to go into terminal.
Do you want me to talk?
Yeah.
Right. It's lovely to see RP Boo in the comments. And yes, the cats, annoyingly, we've only had miso soup here, but I don't know where the other ones are. They're out in the sunshine because it's really nice and sunny today. We've also got a dog called Reenie. Oh, there we go.
There, we got some volume now. And that's the end of the track. I want to play the beginning. Oh, fucking hell. Sorry. Here we go. Got it. We got there in the end, didn't we? My laptop, the touch bar on the laptop keeps crashing, so I have to restart it and the volume goes down. Yeah, so music's failing, obviously.
Okay, that is interesting. We will look into how to do that. Oh my god, sorry, I can't get. I have to like move every so often.
The laptop just fell over.
Yeah. So if you do this regularly, yeah, how do we do that? Don't know.
I'll look it up.
We'll look it
sort
up.
it out. I mean, if I play it through, you can do. I did it. I can work it out. Yeah, you can do it through this. If you play it on this machine, then we've got two different machines. And anyway, fave album by AFX Polygon Window, obviously.
Best of.
Great reflex there, Mike. Yes, thank you. We will do it regularly. We'll do it either every week, every 2 weeks, or every 3 weeks,
not
depending
every
on
week. Like
how we feel.
That's too much. I don't speak to people that much. That's having a lot of friends. Oh my!
What's wrong with you?
I can't get comfortable.
Well, you need something to eat, don't you?
Yeah, no, it's not that.
We've got a tiramisu in the
I
fridge.
think my bum's itchy.
What? Yeah, bums itchy again. We'll go and do your dog thing and go and itch.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
God's sake. This is the content people want.
Do you know what it is? It's when I sweat. I've got a really sweaty back. And it just...
Anyway. So we're coming to the end of this show.
How did you come up with
that?
No music? It's really, it's such a boring
These
story.
are all boring questions which have been answered before.
It's the worst story ever.
You know cassettes? Have you heard of a cassette? This is a cassette.
Who cares?
Well, on cassettes in the old days, it used to have
1800.
No, there was some sort of little thing about. It's not on this one.
Ow!
You're right. Sorry. Oh no, that goes like that. Let me see if I can find it. I've got some cassettes here.
Come on.
Yeah, maybe it's this one.
Give the people some more content.
This is what
we're content creators. This isn't content.
Hey, yo, it's going to be fast. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? It used to say like on the side of the thing, Mu SEQ on metal tapes and stuff, but it's not on this one. Just when you want it. But yeah, that's where it came from. Look, here's an album that's not on Discogs. Yay. So yeah, the show has gone really badly, hasn't it? I don't think we're going to do another one.
No, it's fine. It's just next time I will have more sleep and not have a panic attack.
And also we'll have some music piped in directly. There probably is a way of doing it. I'll look it up.
Okay. You'll have better questions next time.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, I was let down by you.
What you can do is put your questions on the comments of this when we save it, maybe, if we can save it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And
next time
it'll be Fridays at 12, but probably in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks now.
If we're around. I could probably set up a thing on my calendar for it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that.
When is 2 weeks' time? Let's look together, shall we?
Let's look together. Wait, hey. It's the 31st.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess. Yeah, we haven't got anything on that day. 31st of May. And then every 2 weeks. Oh, so it'll be the release date of Grush, which is in a month's time. My new album is out on the 14th of June.
So we can do a Grush special.
Yeah.
Grush special.
Grush.
Grush.
Wow.
Grush.
So who else watched Married at First Sight?
No one, because they're not losers.
No one watched it. God.
Only you watch it.
No, I think I'm on the cultural zeitgeist.
Your mum, exactly. Mike is your mum.
Yeah, well, I'm probably the same age as people's mums. Like, at least someone.
Anyway, so I smell and I'm hungry, so
we're
I'm
gonna go.
leave. Right, see
Fuck
ya.
off, everyone.
Fuck off, everyone. That was it.